Hi, I'm Lauren Miller and welcome back to Stress Solutions University. We're working through 99 things you wish you knew before stressing out. We are on Chapter 10, Lesson 82, entitled The Rainbow in the Midst of the Storm. As I went through the experience of cancer and divorce, I often referred to it as the dark night of the soul experience, or the eye of the storm, and I would actually picture at times that I was standing in the midst of the eye of the storm. And in that experience, I would also focus on the light to come, the rainbows in the midst of the storm. God does His greatest work in the darkest nights. Consider the seed in the ground, and I often reflected on this when I was going through physical suffering and pain. The seed in the ground is just covered with all of this dirt, and yet it knows its potential. It doesn't allow the elements to deter it from its purpose of blooming in this world. And it continues to grow upward in spite of the dense elements surrounding it. So I want to encourage you, in the eye of your storm, continue to move in the direction of that which you are focusing on entering into, whether it's restoration, recovery, forgiveness, sense of inner peace. Don't lose sight of that focus that you have. Because whatever you focus on will grow bigger, and you'll be led in the direction, just like the seed is led toward the sun. Don't lose sight of which direction you're going in, because then once you identify it, you will start to see it through the lens of life. You will start to see the things that you need to help guide you on your journey. The rain, the sunlight, good soil. These are all things that will help you bloom in this world. I remember one time when I was going through, I was just smack in the middle of all of my treatment, and my dad wanted to give me a gift. And one of my favorite things in life are flowers and nature. So he put together this garden for me, made up of all of the flowers from my entire life that were my favorite flowers growing up back in Long Island. And so I remember it was after a chemo that knocked me down pretty hard, and I remember crawling to the window and looking out and watching these people put this garden together, and I was filled with all of this gratitude. And then I remembered, oh my goodness, I forgot to say the rose. I forgot to mention the rose bush. And so I just let it go because I was so grateful they were putting this garden in anyway. Because the rose, to me, exemplifies what I'm talking about, that in the midst of the thorns, the most beautiful fragrance and flower bloom, in spite of it. In spite of it. And then when you see all those thorns in life, have full confidence that the bloom is coming. And it did, because it was the most amazing experience. The gardener that was helping put the garden in came up to me and he said, I was walking around through the nursery, and I turned around the corner and I saw the most beautiful rose bush, and he goes, and I don't know, he said, I heard something inside of me say, you've got to get this for her. And so God works through all of the people, all of the elements that are involved in the storm. It's not by accident. Everything is an opportunity for learning and growth. So remember that stress is a signal in your body giving you the opportunity to identify and adjust your perception. So adjust your perception to where you want to be and where you are moving toward. And don't get constrained and burdened by the elements that surround you. Continue to move forward toward that bloom. Blessings to you today, and I look forward to our next lesson.